Calorimetry is a technique used to measure changes in temperature from the energy produced by a reaction. In order to use this technique, the heat exchange is measured with a calibrated object called a calorimeter. The calorimeter measures the temperature change in an insulated container, and that is used to derive the amount of heat transferred in the reaction. This form of measurement requires the definition of a system, the substance undergoing a chemical reaction, and the surroundings, everything else in the insulated container, including the temperature probe and whatever else would be inside the container, including the container itself. This allows for the individual to find out whether or not the reaction is exothermic, bond formation, whether or not the reaction, which would entail for the reaction to release heat or energy into the surroundings, or whether it would be endothermic, which is bond breaking, absorbing heat energy into the system. A calorimeter, or just the process of using calorimetry, can also be predicted from the differences between the enthalpies and find the difference between enthalpies of the products and reactants. The quantity study and measurements of heat and enthalpy changes is known as thermochemistry. Some user-friendly guidelines or just safety measures that can be used are not to stand over the calorimeter or approach the calorimeter for at least 20 seconds. The temperature is monitored over time until no further change is observed. And to also make sure to use a exhaust valve or fume hood to do your measurements that you choose to use. Calorimetry can be used in day-to-day life, or examples of usage entail the metabolic rates in ourselves and humans that consequently uses calorimetry as maintaining such functions like body temperature inside of our bodies. Other examples include, more interesting examples, an oxygen bomb calorimeters are used to measure things such as combustion reactions, and this information is useful in determining the amount of heat, aka calories, in food and fuels. Different calorimeters are also useful for measuring molecule changes to determine the stability of a molecule in a formula. And that is our calorimeter, aka the thermos, which is insulated and allows for the reaction to be measured inside and to correctly determine whether or not the reaction is exothermic or endothermic, and keep all of the heat inside so it can properly be measured. And that is all.